Hey, St. Paul's High School. Today I'm joined here by Mr. Militano, class of 1976. My name is Giordano Viccaro, an offensive lineman, grade 12 year.
Hello, and my name is Carmine Militano. I am a graduate of the class of 76. Also coached from 81 to 85 and a proud Crusader dad from somewhere around 2003, I guess, to about 2009. Somewhere there. I got two boys.
Mr. Militano, can you tell us about your connection to St. Paul's High School?
For sure. So my connection to St. Paul's High School goes back to the early 70s when my eldest cousin, who's in a picture actually right over there, came to St. Paul's. We were at St. Edward's at the time, and he came to St. Paul's. And he came, I followed, and we've had a long history ever since. In fact, almost have never left the school.
Cool. What was it like playing in your first Crusader game?
It was super special, really exciting. What I do want to tell you is what was even as special is way back when I was playing, and we did wear helmets with face masks and stuff, not the leather things. The field was sacrosanct. You could not step on the field actually until your first game. And so one of the really special moments in a Crusader's life was when you were handed your jersey, you made the team, and you got to step on the field. And that was usually the night before the very first game. So that was pretty special. And just playing your first game, I mean, you know what it's like. You're nervous. You got all kinds of butterflies. You're playing for the St. Paul's Crusaders. Can't think of a better place to play football.
Now, you said you were a linebacker. Did you make any great plays that game on the defense?
That game? I can't remember. That was an awfully long time ago. They all blend after a while.
Okay.
As you know, I mean, there's the ones that stand out are the ones that you missed, not the ones that you made.
Yeah, for sure. What was one of your greatest moments as a Crusader football player?
As a football player was when we made the final. We were the first Crusader football team to reach the final. That was in the 1975 football year. We're 76 grads. But that was really special, really unanticipated. We certainly weren't picked at the start of the year to be one of the finalists. We ended up playing St. John's, who beat us that game. But nonetheless, played in my final football game with some of the people who are best friends to this day.
Something similar I could share with you is last year, I believe you noticed, but we won our 2021 football final game. So.
Well, you guys won an awful lot more than we did, but
yeah.
We lost a few before we won one.
Yeah, it was a great experience. Who was your most influential coach or teammate?
Most influential coach by far was Len Sitter. So Len, great guy, great coach. He coached me. He recruited me to coach with him. In fact, he's our daughter Caitlin's godfather. Just a real gem of a person who really understood that Crusader football was more than football, and he instilled that in us. It was part of being a Crusader, but being a St. Paul's Crusader as in being in this place, not just playing football out there. So just a great guy. And very proud of Len. He was inducted into the Sports Hall of Fame this year. Unfortunately, the ceremony was canceled, or the dinner rather was canceled due to COVID, but hopefully they'll resurrect that and we'll get a chance to celebrate in person.
For sure. What was a highlight during your time as a Crusader football coach here at St. Paul's?
Oh, I have lots of those. So one of them obviously was winning the championship in 1982, the first Crusader champion, or the first Crusader champion that we ever won. And so that was really special. Coaching as a head coach in my first championship game was really special. But to be honest with you, it was just the camaraderie. It was being part of that team. It was coaching kids who gave you their all every game. That was the real highlight. The winning and the losing, that comes and goes. But just being part of the Crusader football program is a highlight, and highly recommended for anybody who gets a chance to do it.
For sure. What was it like to have a son here at St. Paul's High School?
I had two boys. So one graduated in 2005, one graduated in 2009. They both played football, and it was great. It was really special to watch them play, to watch them suit up as Crusader football players. And so it was special for me as a dad, certainly. And I got a great picture in my office of the three of us at homecoming, and that was really cool. So yeah, it was a whole different dimension to being part of the Crusader family, was the luxury, and really I'm so grateful for being a parent of two Crusader football players.
Okay. What are words of wisdom do you have for the 20 or 21 class Crusaders?
So my words of wisdom, if they can be considered wisdom, would be to never forget that it's more than football.
Okay.
In this place, at St. Paul's. Other places you go play football. Here, being a Crusader means so much more than playing football. You know, one of the things, and I don't know if you guys do it or not, but you know, before every game, the team would take a knee. We'd say the Lord's Prayer. We'd end it with, you know, St. Paul, pray for us. Took a lot of heat from other teams for doing that, but it's one of our proudest moments as Crusaders. We will never, ever back off from being St. Paul's Crusaders, from having that element as part of who we are. So my words of wisdom are enjoy every minute because it goes by in a flash. The things you'll remember are your friends. You know, nobody's going to remember who won or lost at the end of the day. And you remember that you're part of a legacy of an awful lot of people who went before you and who will come after you, hopefully, and be part of the best program in North America.
And if there being a spring season for us, would you be able to come to a couple games?
Of course. Still love going to Crusader football games.
Okay,
Yeah.
for sure. So is there any last minute thoughts you may want to share here to wrap up the meeting?
You know, I think it is such a special place. It is such a special program. It'll be a big part of your life. You'll never forget your experiences with your teammates, with your friends. Like I said earlier, you know, some of the guys that I played my last football game with are my best friends today, and that's lifelong. You can't replace that.
Yeah.
And someday you'll appreciate it. And I know when you're as young as you are in school that maybe you know it's difficult to do that. As you get a bit older, I think you'll continue to realize how special this place is.
Okay, thank you. First of all, I'd like to thank you, Mr. Militano, for joining us today in this interview. And St. Paul's, get ready for more interviews to come, and HOCO 2020 online virtual.
Okay. Go Crew, go!
Go Crew, go!